This is Knaus Open Day at Bad Griesbach in Bavaria. This is the Knaus Sky 700 MEG motorhome, and if you want to ask the question how much does it cost, I'm going to tell you now I don't know, and I've got a vague idea, but rather than give you a vague idea, I'm going to direct you to my site motorhomefulltime.com, and there should be information there. This is the version for 2020. Though, I mean, I've got to point out that there's not much difference from one year to the other. In fact, somebody said to me, you should put your films up quicker. I've heard this several times, because things change so much. Well, they don't. I mean, there's not much difference between this van and vans when I started doing this in August 2012. Some slight differences in technology, things like Windows, for example, but on the whole, vans are very similar. So it's not something like having a mobile phone, for example, from 2012, where, yes, sure, there's a huge difference, but not in this type of thing. Right, so having said that, here, I'll give you a quick walk around first. Now, it's very sunny day outside today. There's no lights on inside, is there? No, none at all. And which you can see how light it is, despite a couple of things being closed. There we go. Now I want to show you something up here. Something's to close this. You do not close these things when it is this temperature outside. Oh, and look here, MPK, and look at this here. Oh no, sorry, it doesn't say that. It says something else. It says before driving, lock the roof light and open the double pleats in order to avoid heat build-up. Do not close the blackout completely during the day. There you go, clearly written. I've got exactly the same skylights from MPK in my van. So what we're going to do to prevent heat build-up, we're going to open it, and then we're going to close this. Yeah, keep the insects out. And very important, I think. So here we are, the same situation. Somebody's closed this. Probably not a camper vanner, and there we are, to make the point. I won't open it. Right, good. Now, on the subject of heat build-up, I'm having to use the a small gimbal I've got. It's called DJI Osmo with my mobile phone. So this has been filmed on the Samsung S7 and not this character here, the Sony A6000, which I normally use. That is now charged. It doesn't have to be charged. The problem was with heat build-up after doing just one film, one video, 12 minutes or something, or maybe it was 15, but anyway. So it didn't like that. It could have something to do with the temperature today outside, which of course is very warm. Now, to get back to the motorhome, we've got the Fiat chassis, a 2.2 litre engine. This one here is manual gearbox. You can get an automatic gearbox as an option. You've got these coming in here. Very big table. Look at all that. You have a game of football on there. I like a big table. This one doesn't have shelves in, the ones further back do. Claims to be soft close, let's say. I'm testing all of them for soft close abilities. I think we're sure that's soft close. There we have a 145 litre fridge, and above the fridge we have a bit of storage, which I'll now show you. And this is now this here is a Knaus feature. The way, I mean, I know other companies do this as well, but this is very Knausish. Knaus, there's a new word, and I shall open this for you. There's the television, so you can sit down. Two of you in the van because there's only, well, I should say maybe space for sleeping for three, but there you go. Sit there in these two seats and watch the television. Now, ooh, I can't, so I'm carrying a bag, so that's a bit. So this thing here, great. You've got this thing here which slides in and out. It should slide in and out. There you go. And the only problem is at the back there's even more space. Now you could say, yeah, it is dead space, but where are you going to put the basket? Yes, good point. Where are you going to put the basket? And certainly can't use the space up at the back with anything else. Could there have been a little garage at the back? That is the question. It would have used the space up a bit more. Right. Oh yeah, I'll go on the see the next one down. Well, plenty of space in there for carrying. I think you can put 10 kilos in there, or maybe it's 15. I can't remember. I think it's 10. 3 burners. This is relatively standard. Sorry, you can't see. Now, one thing I really appreciate about this van is the access to the storage. There, okay, you can put the bed up like that, and you can get in like that. Alternatively, if you don't fancy doing it that way, then you do it like this in the standard way. Now, Knaus isn't the only company that does this. There's various others. Carthago has it. Niesman Bishop has it. But and probably other companies have it as well. Heim, I think, has it. And but it's I think it's a very useful feature in my opinion. Now, what you can do if you get separate sheets for all of these things, that would work out quite well, I think. At least that's the way I would do it. There might be somebody here who knows more about making beds than I do, and they could have their opinion. Now, that's a very sensible place to keep a ladder. Don't quite see why you'd want a ladder. It's not that high up. Hey, I'll come back to you. I'll show you how high up it is. That's when the bed is, of course, fully out to down here somewhere. Now I want to the back of the bed. You've got your electric up here, and there's a place you can keep your phones or your books or whatever. And the problem there is, I think that would really benefit from a USB port. Now there is one there. What is it? 2 amps, 2.1 amps. Yeah, that's relatively fast. At night, with my own van, I use the slow charger because I think it's probably better for the telephone if it takes like 6 hours to charge rather than charging it up quickly. Because at 6, I'm going to be asleep for 6 hours, so it's going to be charged fully, no matter what. Right, so do you like these wardrobes, hanging space, or not? more hanging space you've got, the more stuff you can bring, which is ironed. Ironing in the van is not that easy, or so I'm told. Ooh, that could. Yeah, so that could do with a bit of attention. Yeah, not the right size. That undoubtedly. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that certainly could do with a bit of attention. Yeah, I'll bring it down for you. You can see this. The door is too small. I mean, that can be resolved, not by a new door, but just making the lock longer. I appreciate this is a demonstration model, of course, which mightn't yet be going up for sale, but if you buy any van, that's something you might want to have a look at. Now, the toilet space here, though, is great. You can get in the toilet, I think, with this door closed. Should you so? Okay, there's not a huge amount of space, but hey, it's not bad. There's a lot of vans with a lot less space in than this. Or you can close it like that. Well, you could do if it were one with the door was the proper size. Now I'm standing here upright, and my head is touching the roof, and the reason for that is the steps down there. So here it's okay. Well, you can't see, there's no mirror, but here I'm okay. But as soon as I go up to the first step there, the clearance is under 175. But what's the clearance like in the shower? Oh, plenty of room in here. Plenty of light too. And you can wash your socks. So what do you think of this van? Discounting the unfortunate situation we've got with the door there, of course. But other than that, any ideas? What do you think? Oh, I forgot to show you something. Gas. And not only that, but this actually comes out. So that will pull out, and you can just lift the gas on. That's much better than trying to manipulate heavy gas canisters. Oh dear, this is locked. Sorry, I thought it was open. Right. So, well, we can't see in there. But it's quite a big one. I'm trying to see if there's another one here which I could show you. Here's a car coming past. Anyway, the garage, you can get vehicles, bicycles inside. It's very large. Yeah, it's been locked. Oh, it's not. Sorry. It's not been locked. So plenty of space in there. I think it's 150 kilos of weight which you can actually use in there. Great. So that is the Platinum selection. Sky 700 MEG. I know the phone would benefit from a wide angle lens but hasn't got one. Now some of these vans are filmed with a wide angle, but others, unfortunately, it overheats. So we'll have to use the telephone. But at least the telephone is nice and light for me. Great. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you very much for watching.